All right, this is my favorite part because this is what I believe in and this is what I talk a lot about. There are going to be 4 things that happen to reduce material suffering, and I think they're going to come fairly fast and furious. The first is scientific breakthroughs. This is just going to happen. We're going to cure cancer. We're going to cure Alzheimer's. We're going to solve the fusion problem. We're probably going to solve interstellar travel. The list goes on, right? If you want to know what it might look like, just imagine putting 10 million oncology research, the 10 million best oncology researchers you could imagine in a room for 100 years. That's probably what this looks like when we achieve AGI. And it's going to be pretty incredible. The second thing that's going to happen is a massive boom in worker productivity and job satisfaction. And this audience is going to be particularly fun to explain this to. Every time I go somewhere, I ask people, what percentage of your job do you love? I won't ask you all, but it's rough in professional services. I don't need to tell you. I mean, you know, this is probably one of the most affluent socioeconomic groups that I will speak to all year, and I bet you rank near the bottom in total job satisfaction, sadly. And that's just, like, I hope I'm not saying something that's deeply offensive, but I have friends who are attorneys, and by the time they become partner, by the time they make it, right, now their life can be lavish, they're just spent. They're just exhausted. And they're like, yeah, I guess I'll be a parent now, I don't know. That's really bad. That's just really bad. We have created, and by the way, it's not just legal services. I don't mean to pick on you all. We have created a lot of computational cruft in this world in the name of professional advancement and, career paths. And the result is that we are basically overworked, unsatisfied, and we are losing touch with the things that actually matter most to us. Because if I go out into the crowd and I say to you, what do you care about? Deeply, what do you actually care about? You're going to say your friends and your family, your children, your hobbies. You're not going to say your fucking brief. It's just not the thing you care most about right now. And it may matter a lot. It matters a lot. I'm not suggesting your profession does it. But the things that root you in what you care about aren't actually related to your job. And this is why, more than anything, we are going to see a massive increase in job satisfaction, because we're going to strip people of the things, the cruft that we have built in these systems. And that's going to be really exciting. That's going to be really exciting. And then from a worker productivity standpoint, I mean, gosh, companies are going to have the liberty to do a lot of things with newfound margin. And I, for one, believe that the market is going to operate pretty efficiently. And I think we're going to distribute that all over. The third thing that's going to happen, and this is not a hot take, it happens every time, luxuries are going to become staples. The reason that everyone in this room gets to wear these beautiful, nice suits, the reason that we all get to have these, incredible computers at our hands, the reason that I can, stand up here and fly home tomorrow is that we've advanced far enough that the things that were once luxuries in our lifetime, for many of us, in our lifetime, things that we would not have been accessible to most of us are now accessible to us, because that's how technology moves us forward. This is going to happen at an incredible rate. It is not hard to imagine in our lifetime, let alone the next 3 years probably, that children with access to the internet, or even without, will have access to AI-powered tutors that know what they know, how they like to learn, can talk to their friends and family about their progress. It's not hard to imagine that everyone in this world will have access to an AI-powered primary care physician to help them route the problems that they may face. And by the way, I think that scales to specialists. I'm picking the lowest hanging fruit. But the things that we hold as luxuries today, high quality education and primary care doctors, I think becomes accessible to everyone. And the last is deflation. I think the cost of goods and services plummets. And basically everyone except the central banks loves this news. The spending power should skyrocket and in effect move the bottom class up further than we've ever seen.